Chop chop, let's squeeze one out real quick. There was no album drop at the beginning of this video because during the past 3 days there's been things going on. Not what you think. It's really got to do with me transferring stuff from one computer to the other. It's incomplete. I saw this. This is going to be a video about my favorite, what I consider to be the best that you can get in the hobby. And they're very mixed up in the price. I saw this on the internet. Somebody did an unboxing and a build, and I thought it was for my angle, the way it's on the right side. It's got glass in the front. It's very quiet. It's Leon Lee something. It's fucking gorgeous. I'll settle on a color and just go with a theme or change it monthly, but god damn, I love that. Back to the gear. I think that the Sony IER Z1R, this is like hyperbole, I think it's on another level from everything else. I really don't think that there's something that's pretty close to it, or, you know, if you don't like the Z1R, then this would be closer. The Z1R is too big for me. What would be like that? Well, this is what I think it's literally top. The micro tweeter, the dynamic driver, the very small one that they've got, is just, it's just exceptional. Love it. Microdynamic treble is amazing. Crazy price. Not really when I wrote this. I haven't adjusted these comments. Looking now, the Earl Koenig by Visionaires, I think that's the company. It's like $5,000 in Japan. I would never take that over this set. And I could buy 3 Sonys for what I could buy one of those with. No way, no way, no way, no way. Legit end of the road set. Save up, buy it, enjoy the music. Most people in this hobby won't do that, but if you were trying to and you could get the fit, you would be gone. It's the showstopper. Next would be the Visionaires 03. This is where people go, oh, it's his list is a meme. Not say the people that have bought this in the thousands in the past few months, and they still love it. And the follow-up to it wasn't received as well because they didn't listen to the people, the thousands of people that bought the first one. Fix the fit, drop the bass a little, 1.5 dB, and don't touch anything else. You change the tonality. Visionaires 05 is not even A tier, I think. I think it's B for me. I just don't enjoy the set. It's fantastic. With the music that I play, you know, technicalities, transients, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I get comments all the time. I talk about, you know, thanks for talking about Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, the Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin, Tupac Shakur. They don't hear these musicians in a lot of videos, and they can't quite connect what they're looking for with what's being said because these people are not talking about music where they're talking about stuff that I think is popular, but I don't listen to it. I like this. I got Hendrix right here. I got Heart, Dreamboat Annie. I got the Grateful Dead. I got the Ghetto Boys, and I'm not even sliding screens yet. I'm still in Hendrix. There's Kendrick Lamar. Somebody gave me some love for giving him some love. He's fucking epic. Of course I've given him love. So the Belon plays my library like a champ. Next one would be Thea Audio Legacy 3. This is an interesting set because there's a life stage of sets. This is important for you to listen to. I'm giving you not inside knowledge, but something you might not have considered. When a bunch of people promote something, like, that's a hype. You could do it individually, or it can be like a coordinated attack where several people do releases around the same time, because that gets maximum exposure and you can sell thousands of stuff on like a crowdfund or something like that. And then it gets into the people's hands, and then that first wave of replies will indicate whether or not something lives or dies, because that's the real evaluators, the people that paid the money for it. And the Thea Audio Legacy 3 was, some people waited. They're still waiting. They went through more than I would go through before I just exploded and went nuts, because I do that. And they put up with like 2 months of waiting and ridiculous stuff, finally got it and fell in love with it. That's basically about as good a thing as you can hope for if you're a company. That somebody that had to jump through fucking fire hoops for no fucking reason still ended up getting on some public place and saying, yeah, they're pretty awesome. I didn't like waiting for 7 weeks, and this isn't my color, but these are pretty damn good, and for the price, they're nuts. says a lot of people now. So there's people reading those people. They see my video and they think, oh, it's a good item. Says him. Then other people get it and they think maybe there's some connection. Then other people they know have no connection because they might be connected to those other people, and then they click the button and they buy it. So TA's gotten to that point. Some people could kick it, do whatever they want. It's already got its own following now. Good for them. Keep up the QC. Urban Fun YBF. I just said QC. A set that would be much more popular and would be getting that kind of love. It actually does. It's got a kind of cult following, but the QC, I don't know. They say that they changed the driver covering, like it was a beryllium coating and then it was a titanium. I don't know if it ever actually changed, but people got confused. So there's a red bar right there. Great SQ, but QC is a gamble proceeded on risk. I keep that up there all the time. If you want to try it, it is really good, but you're gambling. AEW Canary. This is an isobaric configuration with 2 dynamic drivers firing directly into each other. This is very nice. I don't think that the design is quite my thing, though some people have said it's very beautiful. Like that fucking case right there. Oh, I love that part right there. That's a beautiful color. It's not really my thing, the Canary, but the sound is absolutely excellent. The bass is excellent. Treble, non-fatiguing, lots of detail. It's got a lot of post-AK info. It's a fantastic set. I thought I'm going to put the Sony on that and put the Canary right there. Or the Sony and the Belon. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still dressing up the whole area. The Symphonia Vr1 is probably the most unknown quantity on the list because it's $2,000. It's a single dynamic driver. It comes in a beautiful package, but a lot of people just don't. I've never heard of the company. They got a very weird, the price is way more expensive with a cable that is made out of, like, literally wired silver, which is maybe great conductor, but it's not great for storage or winding up. And I think a regular $20 cable is better. But it's a very nice set, and they treat the customer like VIP with the way that they present that thing. It's beautiful. The quality controls, never heard anything about it. I've heard some people bought it, nothing wrong, just it's too much of an unknown. I think it's exceptional. The Shure EJ07. There was a time when I put that up there and then thought, and then I compared it with the JQ Audio, which has a graphed elevated treble area. And I'm listening to stuff in that area because I know what's up there. And it's there. And it sounds really good. And the people that love this set, and I did a video about those people that have this overstated love for this set. Because it's got, I don't know how to explain it. But it's going to stay right there. Dynamic bass, good mids, relaxed treble. Treble roll can be early for some. I love it. Having listened with the JQ Audio and compare it, doesn't sound like the Roland I could get right away when people were giving feedback, and I thought, yeah, I can deal with that, and I kind of dig it, but people are going to be like, whoa, what? That's not the same as the EJ07. It's literally sounds like it's got all the treble right there. It's a trip. The Thea Audio Legacy 9. This is the most bass head set in my S tier. I'm glad it's up there, though, because some people want real good bass and real authoritative bass, and overall it's got a great replay. It can on certain tracks, but for the most part, my whole library comes back on it great, and it's got a fun to it that's like the Empire Ears Legend X, I guess. But it only cost $459, according to the link right there. The links that are on this, by the way, I don't do affiliate links. I hate that, and this is just links, so feel free to do whatever thing you can do to make sure that you get a clean link if you decide to go for one of these. I don't get anything from any of this stuff, so have at it. The Kumatate Lab KLRF. These all have dynamic drivers. Sony's got 2 dynamic, Bleon's got 1, Thea's got 1, Urban's got 1, AEW's got 2, Symphonia's got 1, the Shure's a tribrid, the Thea's got 1, the Kumatate Labs is another 2 dynamic drive with 3 BAs. I love the sound. Problem is that the guy that makes it, they only do really CIEM's customs. You got to have an ear mold, and you really got to deal with in between, unless you can speak Japanese. And the guy is not super friendly, actually, even to people who can speak Japanese, because I've engaged and was going to get a set, but they got a long waiting list. So if you're really into having exclusive stuff that is not common and you might not find anybody else with it, and you can wait a long time, and you got custom molds, the Kumatate Lab KLRF would be a wreck. It's on my list because I just was blown away by it and it fit me good. Unique Melody Maverick TI is on the bottom of my blue list, not including the TI audio, because it's great, but the bass is quite tame. So in the future, that's everything else. The L9's solidly there. The Kumatate's not going anywhere. The Unique Melody is a think about it type of thing. The TI Audio Voyager 14 was dropped out of S into A for me because I was doing this. I love dynamic drivers, and I don't think, just making rules, which is fine, but I had a list, and I do think that the $1,000, you think that's crazy. I think it sounds better than the stuff that costs $2,000 and $3,000. It's really a good set. And the power of suggestion, as soon as I took this out of S and dropped it into A, several people immediately put it on the market for sale. They don't want an A, they want an S. And if this guy's going to play around with his lettering like a fucking alphabet soup, I'm not going to deal with him. That's how important that stuff can be. You know what I mean? So I didn't put it back up for them because I already got rid of it, but it is better than the S8F, which I consider to be top A, and it's better than the AEW Ash and others that are on my list. So that's my top 10, technically 11. We're talking $30 up to, what's the most expensive? The AEW Canary, about $3,000 almost. And with my library, bassists, guitarists, drum kits, senses of stage, of, left, right, center, Ronnie Van Zant, Freebird, One More from the Road. U2 still can't find what I'm looking for from the Rattle and Hum album, and stuff that gives you that kind of, because of the live recording and the way mics are placed, a sense of space. Yeah. So this is the list right now. Let you guys go. If you missed the album drop, it'll be coming back. If you didn't like that, I'll maybe turn the volume down when I edit so that it's not such a speaker shaker. I like speaker shakers though. Let's look at it one more time. I had a good week. Did you guys have a good week? Oh, maybe stop it at that color. No, that color. No, not that color. Not purple. Not ready. I'm going to right. Boom. Right there. Right there. Right there. Oh, no, not there. I'm out.